Hey, Luke, how's it going?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing well. Thanks for your time. Team's been off for it'll be almost a whole month in between games, and for you, it's been an even longer time away from football.
Yep.
Uh, I'm assuming you're close to returning, and you probably plan on playing this Saturday. How does that feel, and how important is it to be able to get back out on the field and compete?
No, I mean it's really important. It's especially this year. It just makes you appreciate every chance you get to compete on Saturday. And the past for me, it's been longer, obviously, but for the past month with all the guys and every week, just kind of having to shift schedules a little bit every week, it's been really tough. But we're all just looking forward to getting back out there to compete again and have a great opportunity.
Saw you on the field warming up at UNC. Did you think you were close then?
Yeah, I was close. I'm good now though, so I'm ready.
Were you close during the game when you were doing sprints behind the bench?
Yeah, I was just trying to stay loose, and it's kind of like a game day decision. So, but I'm good now, so I'm looking forward to get back out there.
What'd you miss the most, Luke?
Um, I miss a lot of things, and I mean, I just miss the daily practice with the guys and being out there helping the team. Trying to do my part to help win. And in terms of the games, I mean, I just miss being able to compete with my brothers out there. Um, Obviously, it's different not being able to be out there, and it's tough seeing the good weekends you want to be a part of, and then the bad weekends it's tough not feeling like you're not doing enough to help out. So I'm really excited to get back out there and do my part to help win.
Between this year and last year, you tired of missing games?
Yeah, I'm really tired of it. So hopefully can finish out this year strong and stay healthy.
Luke, I know this is a a strange year, but is there thoughts of you coming back next year? Because I guess this year doesn't really hurt your eligibility, but is that something you'll think about after the season?
Yeah, that's something that I'm considering right now actually, and I'm leaning towards just coming back. I think that's a decision a lot of guys have to make in our program right now, and for me, just we kind of covered it just a minute ago, but missing all that time playing the past couple years, and missing out on a lot of games, I'm really looking forward to trying to stay healthy and get through a full season and do my part to help win.
And a little X's and O's with Louisville. Are they more of a running team, I think. I mean, what's it? What do you see from them?
Yeah, they come out in a decent amount of 12 personnel. They try and spread you out a little bit, condense the formation, and kind of get people moving side to side and get your eyes moving. Um, but they're pretty balanced. They got a good quarterback. They got a good running game, and it's really just going to come down to doing our job each individually and making tackles.
Luke, how much of a factor is your decision to come back next year based on your brother's decision? I think either last week or earlier this week, the time frame's a little off.
Yeah, no, I think he made that decision early this week. I think they all kind of blend together now, but it was definitely a part of it for sure. I've never actually played with him. I played with my other brother in high school for a couple years, but he's 5 years younger than me, or I don't know, 6 years, I guess. And so it's going to be a crazy opportunity to be able to do that. I'm really excited.
The days blend together and the years blend together, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Luke, how close were you to playing against Carolina?
I was pretty close. I mean, it was pretty much a game day decision on, warm ups and how that went, and it was still a little iffy. So we made that decision.
Since then, what's it been like for you? Just rehab? I mean, since the Carolina game, have you been, I mean, pretty prepared to play? I mean, obviously, since you were so close to play at Carolina, I mean, how prepared were you to play in this time frame?
Yeah, I was ready after that, and obviously, just the week to week schedule kind of changed every week depending on what was going on with COVID. So, just been kind of waiting these past 3 or 4 weeks to get an opportunity.
Did that make it more difficult that you have to miss games for injury, and then when you're finally ready to come back, now you have to miss games for a completely different reason?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the story of this year, though. I mean, not just for me, for everyone. Everyone's kind of dealt with different things, whether they were part of contact tracing and they had to miss a couple weeks, or they got hurt or whatever. I mean, I feel like pretty much everyone on the team's had to deal with some kind of adversity this year. And obviously we've had to deal with it as a team the past few weeks. And, it's all about just how you respond to that and trying to look forward to the opportunities that we do get. And, this Saturday is one of them. So we're excited.
Speaking of responding, Nick or Luke, I know there's been, they gave up 700 something yards against Carolina. Now it seems so long ago. I guess it doesn't really matter. But what does the defense need to do to kind of get, back to playing better than it like they were in the middle of the year?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to be consistent with our tackling, I think. That's kind of what it comes down to. Obviously, there's some big plays here and there that we have to eliminate, but, a lot of those just come from missed tackles. And, we got a few plays here and there where you have, 2 or 3 missed tackles, then it turns into an explosive play. And that's really what kills us. And, it's all about eliminating those explosive plays. And I think tackling is a huge part of it.
I said Nick. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Luke, in terms of COVID, do you guys kind of look at it like maybe a little bit of bad luck in terms of timing? Like you guys had to shuffle your schedule around early in the year and had a couple of like unscheduled bye weeks because other folks are dealing with COVID. And now you guys get it late in the season and there's not that much season left now, It makes it tough for things to be shuffled around.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate timing. But unfortunately, the past few weeks have been on us, so we can't really blame anybody for that. But, it's just how it is. I think every team, some teams have played even less than us, and, it's just kind of how it is. And you can't really dwell on the past. You just got to look forward to the future, and we got a couple of games coming up that we can compete with.
Luke, with everything that you've kind of been through this year, on Saturday, you might be pretty jacked when it's time for kickoff. How excited are you going to be when the ball is kicked off and you're able to get back out on the field?
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped up, man. I've been waiting. I think it's 8 to 10 weeks now to play, so I'm gonna be ready to leave it all on the field.
Do you guys just hold your breath on Thursday for the last test to make sure that everybody's good to go?
Yeah, a little bit, just because on our part, but also on Louisville's part and whoever else we're playing. Unfortunately this year it's not just on you. If you do everything right, you might still have something go on. So, right now it's looking good. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it works out.
And do you get a little worried? I think both basketball programs are on pause, Louisville and Wake. I mean, is that a cause of concern, or you just kind of stay away from the basketball players?
Yeah, we're all isolated right now, so we're kind of in our own little bubble. And they got their issues, and we had our issues too, and they kind of stayed away from us. So it's just a matter of trying to do our best to isolate and practice the guidelines that we're given.
Luke, is it a logical thing to ask if you guys were following protocols closer earlier in the year when you didn't have any outbreaks and that got relaxed like a month and a half ago?
I'm not sure about that, honestly. I think we do a really good job following them. I think it's just the nature of this virus is that it's so contagious. And if you you could get it at a gas station, pumping your gas or whatever. And so it's not necessarily that we lacked the protocols later in the season. It's just a matter of, we had 1 or 2 instances where it came into our program, and then, it's just the nature of the virus. It's really contagious and it's spread, and we had to get it under control. Anything else for